John came up with the idea of the Million Dollar Agent podcast, and I think, so I will give him credit on that.
Thank you.
And that was about 2 years ago. I think it's at around 100 or 120 podcasts now. The truth is, you wouldn't have to spend a single cent in Australia, New Zealand or the US to get learning these days. You just YouTube anything. But there's something special about having it put together in a structured way. And I think, John, probably the thing that a lot of people were saying is that they feel like if they're in a room and that they're fully focused and it's like they're doing this degree in real estate, there's a higher probability that they're going to get a transformation.
We are fortunate to observe and work with some of the best talent in the country, but we also realise that if you deconstruct what the best talent is doing and you put it, it is replicable. You can actually create a formula for success in real estate. Now, some people will be a little bit more successful than others, but anyone that's listening to our podcast or watching this, any of your customers, can actually replicate what other people have done and get a similar set of results. If you learn the whole thing, you can't just take a little bit here, a little bit there. I mean, real estate, Thomas, we talk about prospect, list, sell. You've got to nail those three things. You can't just be okay at them. You've got to be like 9 out of 10 level of mastery. And most people I come across, when we ask them, so, you know, if you describe your listing presentation and 10 was world best, where do you sit? Most people say 5 or 6. Yeah. And I'm saying, so are you crazy? You think you're going to get ahead in this industry and you're a 5 out of 10 lister, which is arguably the most important skill. So we're going to show people how to be a 9.9 out of 10 lister, prospector, and salesperson.
What we want to say is leave people to be prospecting machines, to deliver listing presentations that are irresistible, where the owner says, you weren't a little bit better, you were like...
You're the only choice.
The only choice. It was a no-brainer.
And Tom, to be fair to a lot of those people that are 6 out of 10s, they've never been taught how do you become a 9.9. So that's what we're going to do. We're actually going to teach them, and we're going to start in the morning on day 1 and finish late in the afternoon on day 3, and we're going to take them through what does a 10 out of 10 listing presentation look like. The best prospectors in Australia, what do they do every day to generate and attract great business? So we're actually going to take them right through that. So we think it's kind of unique. You know, we're very excited about it. If you can master yourself and you can learn the skills and you have a roadmap, you can go into 2017, no matter how you started the first few weeks of 2017, and it doesn't really matter, to be honest, how you finish 2016. What matters is what do you do from this day onwards. So we're going to teach people the right way to do it in great detail, and we think off the back of that there's going to be incredible success stories. So at the end of the year, you know, we're hoping that we're sitting here 12 months, or we're planning, and then we're going to have some incredible stories of people that have just started in the industry and they cracked over incredible barriers, people that had plateaued and they'd gone stale in the industry that have now gone to a whole new level. I mean, that's our plan. This is incredibly transformational.
I think the content has been actually not created by us. It's been created by the listeners over a 2-year period that keep giving us reoccurring comments, questions, messages. A lot of them are also talking about how to work in their teams, team management. How do you actually have a business unit that's motivated, that's accountable, that is efficient, getting results. I think the reality is Agent 3.0, there are no more blind dates in business. Everyone knows everything about real estate, and we take into account that you've got to basically become their agent before they need an agent. The way it was designed, and John's idea was that we should be having contact with them nearly every month, and that's the way. If you look at the way the days have been split up, February, May, September, and then the webinars every 2 months, that they're going to feel like they've got someone in their corner. And I think people need that.
So at certain points during the year, we're going to encourage them and invite them to come back, and we're going to have special sessions on what has happened in terms of your execution and your application, and where did you get stuck.
People are going to have this 3-day walk away with a clear plan. Then the day after ARIC, and it's been intelligently set to happen that day, they're going to come in and call it a refresher, call it a day of accountability, call it a day of actually taking your next 3 months plan. And I think that a lot of people are going to come to that day after ARIC with all these ARIC ideas, and that day is going to be an execution day. MDAbootcamp.com, there is an offer for the elite subscribers, which they're getting, I think, a $200 discount. So, I mean, taking that into account, it works out to being about $35 a week to have a 12-month coaching relationship with a group of people that, blueprint, and a group of people that are committed to exactly the same thing, and that is to have their best year of their real estate life.